Hey there, welcome. It's me, Brett Fish. Welcome to another episode of Race with Me, where we are looking at ideas for white people who are asking, what can I do to work on my anti-racism? And in this episode, episode number 32 out of 50, we are looking at the idea of becoming tag allies on social media. So we will look a little bit more deeper at what it means to be an ally or attempt to be an ally in another video, but this is a more specific one, and we spoke from the very beginning about how the weight, the burden of explaining racism to white people should not be falling on your black, colored and Indian friends. That it's not helpful to go to your black friend and say, please show me how to not be racist. Because black, colored and Indian people have been putting up with racism or surviving it or facing it pretty much every day of their lives forever, and so they do not need more work. This is a space for us as white people to look and see where is the work that we can do on our own anti-racism, and as we've spoken about, systems and structures of racism that are at play around us. And so one place where I've found in my relationships with people that this can be helpful is to offer to friends of yours. Now, we're not talking about someone you've met for the first time. We're talking about now that you've got friends who are of different races and you're starting to build friendships with them. One way that you can offer to help them is to be a tag ally for them. And I've got some black friends who have done it on numerous occasions. Something happens on their page, they post a status, a white person jumps on and says something ignorant, and they may be feeling too tired. It's like exhausting to have to constantly explain that stuff again. It's like, I don't want to have to do the work as a black person of explaining racism to white people. And so they will either tag me indirectly to the post, they'll just do a little @BrettFishAnderson, so I know that it's there, or they might send me a private message or a WhatsApp and just say, hey Brett, there is this person on my page, do you mind dealing with it? And that is this video's tip. It's really that easy. I think it builds on the back of relationships with people who understand that you're busy doing this work. And this is video number 32. So if you've been following the whole way, if you've been trying to apply these things and start to do and be and speak better, then you are on that journey. And I imagine that friends of color of yours may have noticed, and this might be an opportunity for you to say to them, hey, I'm not sure if this is a thing, but if you ever want me to come in and take on a white person, sit and try to do my best to interrupt racism that is happening on your page, then feel free. So we're not necessarily talking about jumping in and being this white savior that swoops in to save all of racism or stop all of racism everywhere, but we're talking about an invitation to your friends that is, if this feels like this is going to help you, if this feels like it will give you a bit of a break, if this feels like it will be a gift to you, then please feel free anytime to tag me into your posts. And I've got white people that do this, that are maybe early on in the journey and they feel that I might have a little bit more experience than them, and so they feel free to tag me early on. But the real pleasure for me is when there is a black, colored or Indian person who goes, Brett, can you just handle this one? I just don't have it in me today. Would you mind taking this one? And absolutely, it is my pleasure, but it also is my responsibility, actually. White people, we need to be handling white people, and typically that's what it's going to look like. It's going to be joining into a conversation and taking the brunt of rebuttal. It might be kind of not saving, but it might be helping a relationship that your black friend has with a white friend, and they don't, if they get into the arguments or the conversations about race, it might affect their relationship that they're wanting to preserve. And so you can come in as an outsider and be prepared to take whatever flack is there and just help, just assist, just start explaining. What's nice about this is that if you've started to do anti-racism work, it gives you opportunities to practice, to speak about the stuff you're learning, to share stories. And it can really be that simple. Hey, I hear you're frustrated with this. I used to be there and this is something that helped me. Or when I started to understand this, I realized that this is the way things are. And so this is a very simple, practical tip. Invite your friends or offer to your friends that you will be a tag ally for them on social media if that feels like something they would like.